It didn't collapse in a day. It collapsed in a tweet. Billions evaporated. Hundreds of thousands woke up and couldn't access their money. The man who said he'd make the world better stood at the center of one of crypto's biggest meltdowns. This is the story of Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, how money, power, and unchecked risk turned into disaster. First, the shop window. FTX quickly became known as one of the world's biggest platforms, reaching a peak valuation of about $32 billion. The showcase was dazzling. Arena naming rights in Miami, FTX Arena, MLB umpires wearing the FTX logo, F1 partnerships, celebrities, even a Super Bowl ad. The message was simple: don't miss the future. FTX marketed itself as fast, safe, and innovative, and rolled out its own token, FTT, for discounts and loyalty. Founder SBF leaned on a narrative of ethics and philanthropy. Doing good. Put it all together. Big ads, famous faces, a future vision, and FTX became a symbol of trust for millions. But the brighter the window, the easier it is to miss what's hidden inside. Now the back room. In plain language, SBF ran the exchange FTX and was tied to the trading firm Alameda Research. From the outside, they looked separate. Users deposited money, traded smoothly. On the surface, everything worked. The core problem was simple: customer funds and company funds must never mix. An exchange is like a custody vault. Customer money sits apart, untouched. Here, that line blurred. Think of a shop owner secretly borrowing from customers' sealed envelopes to fund the store next door. According to court findings and reports, Alameda enjoyed special treatment inside FTX's systems, able to run negative balances and keep positions that others could not. It's like traffic where everyone slows for the speed camera, except one car is told, "You'll never get a ticket." The rule is broken. The second weak pillar was the FTT token. It gave perks within FTX, but Alameda used FTT like collateral. That's like trying to convince a bank that your store's gift cards are cash. They might work in your shop, but not everywhere. If the foundation is flimsy, the building is flimsy. When markets shake, the weak pillar falls first. Here's how the break happened. A report suggested Alameda's balance sheet leaned heavily on FTT and other internal assets. Confidence cracked. A major player said they'd sell FTT. Users rushed to withdraw from FTX. This was a classic bank run. When too many people want cash at once and the vault doesn't have enough, the system locks up. Withdrawals were halted. Days later, FTX and related firms filed for bankruptcy. A platform praised as a safe turned into a locked door almost overnight. The damage was wide and very human. For everyday users, some kept their life savings on FTX, home down payments, college funds, retirement, and suddenly couldn't reach them. The financial hit was huge. The emotional shock was bigger. Institutions and funds' big holes opened in balance sheets. Domino effects hit other companies. For the employees, stock options became paper. Career plans vanished. The industry, trust was badly hurt. Calls for more oversight and transparency surged. For the legal outcome is clear in the United States, Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty and sentenced to prison. The court concluded that customer funds were misused. Bankruptcy and recovery will take years, but the big picture is already obvious. Trust collapsed. The ruling drew a hard line. Custody funds must remain custody funds. So, what should we learn? 5 simple, durable lessons. 1. Not your keys, not your coins. If you don't hold the private keys, you don't truly control the asset. For long-term storage, use your own wallet. 2. Related party risk. When the same founder's exchange is intertwined with their trading firm, it's like a shop raiding its own cash drawer to fund the store next door. 3. Using your own token as major collateral is fragile. You can't hand your store's coupons to a bank as cash. When markets turn, that token is the first to melt. 4. Transparency and oversight matter. A shiny sign doesn't prove the kitchen is clean. Independent audits, internal controls, and provable reserves are the real hygiene report. 5. Don't put everything in one basket. If all your eggs are in one basket, one drop breaks them all. Diversify platforms, assets, and strategies. It's a survival skill. In closing, this wasn't just a company's failure, it was a failure of transparency and trust. When the next shiny promise arrives, ask, where is the money held? Who oversees it? What backs it? Do I have control? If the answers aren't clear, walk away. Speed isn't safety, soundness is. Words aren't proof, evidence is. Image isn't accounting, numbers are. Hold to those three, and when the next storm hits, you won't be the casualty. You'll be the one who learned.